favorite spots. Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throw left side complete. It's Lee. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Try the right side with Howard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Play fake. Cousins. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Cousins on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Cousins now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Third and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, here's DeAndre White. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Play clock winding down. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's got Decker left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Cousins. They'll set up the screen to Howard. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands?
And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They give them a gain of 38. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. And now this is The play clock's running down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A second down throw for Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right there around the 35-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jags, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.